think it takes a long time to really do it justice, because he was such a huge, magnificent entity, right? So thank you for all my hearts. I know they're for Carl. So Carl, wherever you are, just know these hearts are for you.
Thank you for your service, sir. You are loved and you are greatly missed. However, a big part of you is definitely still here. Carl Judie, we salute you.
Anything else that you could change for this holiday, what would it be?
Actually, I have my daughter. I lost my daughter a couple of years ago, and that would be probably the best thing.
Wow.
I just missed her. It's brought back a lot of memories. Good times, bad times. There's a million things going around in my head at that particular time. Not just my daughter, but my mother as well. And during these particular times, you know, the holidays is when we would always get together. You know, we just have fun. I'm a family person. I love family. There's nothing better than the love of family.
If your daughter or your mother were here right now, what would you want to say to them?
I would give them the biggest hug and a kiss and just let them know that I love them to the end of the earth.
Is there anything that you want to share with the Dhar Mann fam to give them some advice about the importance of family?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say if you have any type of grudge or you have any type of ill feeling with any family member, let it go. Because you never know when is the last time that you're gonna see them. You know, life is unpredictable. We all share life. We all breathe the same air. But the one thing that we don't have control over is what happens in life. We never know if there's gonna be an accident. Never know if there's gonna be a heart attack, stroke, any of that kind of stuff, or a fatal illness. We don't know that. So just because they're here today doesn't mean that they'll be here tomorrow.
Introducing the Real Viral Actors online acting theater and filmmaking workshops.
My wife and I, we were actually teaching we had a class of 16 students where we were actually teaching them, you know, a little bit about the camera, a little bit about the stage, a little bit about filming, you know, so it was just a little bit of everything, you know, and the main idea behind that was to take kids that were underprivileged or low-income type, you know, families, you know, or kids that had low self-esteem, and through theater, our goal was to actually boost their confidence. Wow. You know, by having them, you know, stand in front of the classroom and do a monologue, or you know things of that nature. So it was a 6-week course, and from beginning to end, we saw a tremendous difference in the kids. By the time we got to the 4th week, we saw a tremendous difference in the kids, and that was something that I had never envisioned myself doing, but I was asked to do it, and of course I accepted the challenge. It was a challenge for me.
Money earned will be given mostly to the instructors. Profits will be split between this channel and the Carl Judie Legacy channel. Stay tuned for more details in an upcoming video. The description has the link for how to donate. Stay tuned for future videos. And now, back to Carl.
Absolutely.
And you were in the military before this, right?
Yes, it's really kind of crazy. I've gone to the grocery store and all of a sudden someone to look at me, you know, may not say anything at that point, and they pass me at another point in the store and say, you know, I really like the films that you do, you know, just stuff like that. I've been to Miami and people recognize me in Miami, Chicago. Just this past weekend I had someone to come over and give me an estimate on putting a patio in my house. And the guy looks at me and goes, you look like the guy that's in the Dhar Mann films, you know.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, most of the Dhar Mann followers, you know, then when they look at my character, I'm always, you know, the nice guy. You know, I'm very humble. You know, very understanding, soft-spoken, a mentor, so to speak.
Sure.
And then there's other roles where I'm not really, I don't have a bad character, but it's not, you know, the mentor type or whatever. I am actually, you know, I want to play the mean guy. And hopefully one day they'll give me that role. But, you know, he try to keep all of his actors in a certain, you know, he has certain guys that'll play the mean husband or the mean wife or whatever, you know. So
Did Dhar Mann will ever, or his production team will ever cast you as a bad guy sometime?
I think it's coming, yeah.
It's coming.
I think it's coming. Yeah.
And it's Mair.
Nick Sarando, the bad guy.
Carl Judie. And I'm the good guy.
So you see, we viral.
You know, but some of the actors that I actually look up to, you know, Samuel L. Jackson is one of my favorites.
Sure.
And who else? Back in the day when I was coming up, I guess in the Portier, he was one of my favorites too.
Sure.
And Bruce Willis.
Part 2, the actor tribute. Carl Judie, man of honor, of integrity, of the smile that could light up the whole room. He commanded respect and attention just by being himself. Did not have to be aggressive or abrasive. Just a nice guy. Calm, cool, collected. Very charming. I didn't know him that deep. But we were kindred spirits in a way.
Where were we?
We both wanted to create. We both loved acting. We had a mutual respect as artists and actors. We wanted to make films. He had just bought a camera, a lot of film equipment. He was talking to me about buying more. He would send me pictures when he had it set up at his house when him and his wife were teaching acting classes. And he kept wanting to use his camera. The whole reason I started this channel is because we were talking about shooting our own things, and we wanted to play different characters that we didn't get to play, and just explore different scenarios and scripts. You're limited to what you can do in Dhar Mann. And that was the main work we were known for and were getting in film. Carl called me from the hospital to tell me what was going on, and he'd already been in there like 10 days. He called me at 10 o'clock at night, and it scared me. So, because Carl doesn't call, I'm usually telling him to call me back. You know, I was bugging him about this channel. You gotta be the money man, you gotta be there so everyone, you know, trusts the process and is gonna be taking part. Because if Carl's taking part and he's helping me head it up, then who's not going to trust Carl, you know? Why I felt so compelled to want to help him is the man was always helping others. He went out of his way multiple times for me, and he didn't ever have to. I didn't give him anything. I gave him fun time on set, you know? Carl came to my directing class as an actor twice. He was far away from LA. He drove in traffic, brought his camera, his microphone, some other equipment, was the lead character in my directing scene. Did it for no money. I mean, I insisted he'd take gas money, and he finally did. Carl opened his house up to me for a second directing class, and he also started that. And he also went and did PA work, and took my friend who was in the class with me to the store, and I was late to getting to his house, and I stayed late, and he never complained. You know, I was in the way of his family, of his time, and he did it all for free. He drove out when we started the channel. I had a couple shoots. Drove out, he brought his grandson and his son. You see that in the drone shot in this video, and them walking in the very first video. This grandson dancing with us. I went to his house end of January to show him some things. We just got the channel monetized. I was like, all right, man, I need help. If you can help invest, maybe, you know, you get money back. He could be a partner on the channel, like we discussed. So I went over to show him stuff, but I showed him a little about the channel. And then he started showing me his acting clips and script his wife wrote. We got to read together. He was very excited about filming. He said he would give some money towards the channel. He was limited right now, but in a month or two he'd be able to, he was freeing up all these bills, and he was going to put more money in. He would have a lot more free money. Money's better than time, because let me tell you how long it took me to edit this. We're not editors, we're actors. We're trying to learn filmmaking, but the editing process is a beast. Just me trying to put clips over this is going to suck. Excuse my language. I'm never going to forget that man. Never going to forget everything he did for me when he was alive, and when he passed, it's his channel. So, it always has been. The actors would not have followed me here if Carl did not help me every step of the way when starting it. If he didn't sign up to be the money guy, to be one of the heads, you know. He wasn't at the very first Zoom conference. If he wasn't there at the shoots, he was bringing equipment. He brought his family. He brought his heart, soul, and the guy was dancing with us in Griffith Park. He was left, right, left, ordering the people down. I knew with him there, everything would be okay. If it was just me and Carl in the end, it would have been something. But other people kept partaking, and the actors are amazing for that. There's so many good actors, and that's the best thing about working with Dhar Mann the past few years, is the people I met. And I want to keep working with them, and we want to create stuff for you. So please, do what you can to support the channel. If you can't give monetarily, share it, like it, comment, watch the videos, and help us spread Carl's message. Love, forgiveness, kindness, generosity, patience, and friendship.
I remember the first time I met Carl. I was a big fan of his prior to even filming our first film together. I was just starstruck. I saw him in a lot of videos, but he just stuck out to me. You know, he was like the uncle that everybody loved to have or be around in the family. Very soft-spoken guy. He was very soft-spoken, but his demeanor, his energy, his aura was just positive, and it was impactful. And he was a team player. Definitely a team player, man. He will be missed, loved, appreciated, all that and above. And he touched a lot of souls while he was here on this earth. And I just want to say, I miss you, Carl. Until we meet again. I know God has his plan for you. That's all I can say. I'm lost for words, but we'll miss you. Take care.
Because I didn't get a chance personally to work with.
Yeah, I've worked with Carl quite a few times. And I worked with him. The last time I saw him was at the Christmas special. And he's you know, and before COVID, did like these cast dinners. So yeah, you know, we all kind of would get to know each other, and even if we didn't get to act together, you get to know the cast. So it was good to like hang out with him during those times and stuff. It's sad, you know. I mean, that's a part of life, you know. So I try to. It's one of those things, like, you know, death does happen, and you just have to keep moving. And you try to think about the good parts instead of the bad. Otherwise, you can just go into a downward spiral of thinking and sadness, and it doesn't really. You know, I'm sure his family, as much as they appreciate all the support, they don't want people to be sad. They want to think about, they want people to think, they want to think about him being alive, not him being, you know, not with us anymore. But he was great. He was very kind. Yeah.
I love that. Like I said, I hate that I didn't get a chance to meet him, to act with him, to work with him. But yes, he will be definitely missed. Yeah.
We were all really believing that he would push through and that he would make it. And I mean, there was thousands of people praying for him, thousands of people. And then we had that glimmer of hope. You know, he came out of his coma and he opened his eyes and he was able to communicate with his wife, and she was reading him all of the prayers. Hey, Oscar. All of the prayers you guys sent and put on his Instagram page. And you know, life is gone in a poof. So I guess my way of dealing with it is to bring it into my own life, to really just cherish the people around me, cherish the people I do have in my life, knowing at any moment things could be snuffed out, at any moment they could be gone, and just loving them right now where they're at, and not taking people for granted. I guess, you know, a lot of times when people die, some of it is really mourning over what you had left unsaid, what you had left undone. But in other ways, it's great to be introspective. Oh, I understand, Riza, you got to get to class soon. That's okay. But just taking it as a way to say, you know what? He led a good life. We're all gonna miss him. And every time I go to Dhar Mann Studios, in some ways I feel that loss. I feel that missing him, and I remember all the stuff, all the projects we worked on together, and he was just such a light, such a beautiful soul. So yeah, thank you for asking. I'm trying to just take it into my own life of what can I do now with the people I love.
I of course wanted to join here tonight to be with y'all because I know, forgive me, I thought I was gonna last longer than 30 seconds here with you all, for you all, because I know we've all felt something very deeply this weekend, and I wanted to be here for you, but look at me. So I don't know how much for you I can be here, but I want to be here. I'm getting all these hearts, thank you. I'm sending my hearts right back. I know we're all feeling it, and of course the shirt says it all. The Dhar Mann fam, that's who we are. That's how this all started, and it's thanks to Dhar and Carl and Riki and Ayden and man, so many, Katherine and Nick. I mean, everyone's really just, wow, rest in power. I'll let you know that, you know, we're all processing. That's okay. That's okay to have to process such a big moment, loss, hurt, pain. It's part of it. You know, some are not ready because, you know, they were really close to this beautiful angel we all now have. And so this is, I know we're all hurting in a weird way, like from a distance, from close, everybody. It's just a really weird, sad, unfortunate thing. And I think what we need to understand, and what I'm trying to understand, we're all just really in shock. I think we don't know how to respond. I think we're all expected to know what to say, and we don't. So I'm permitting myself not to know what to say, and to feel this in front of you all, because yesterday, on Valentine's Day, we sent all our love to Carl, because that's what he deserved. It's not how we expected to spend the day, but I know we were all feeling something very deep, if we can fit that in our human brains, because it's not something us earthlings know how to handle very well. And you know, just rest his soul, his beautiful angel soul. So the Carl you seen through the screen that you fell in love with, I just want to hold him in his glory, in his beautiful, gorgeous light that he has left us in. I'm so grateful that he got to do so much beautiful work that we can all treasure. His legacy will continue. And that's really precious. Sharon, who I never got to meet. Vicente, maybe we can take a moment and maybe I'll be quiet for a few moments, just to take a moment of silence for our beautiful Carl in prayer that we love him and we cherish him and we honor him. And so I will take this moment and all the hearts can come through, and I'm just gonna zip it for a moment.
I'm ready.
Remember, it's always about doing the right thing, now and always. Right, Carl?
You're right, Felix. Hey, stay tuned for some really awesome coming from some really awesome actors. You don't want to miss this. Right, Angelique?
Yeah, whatever Carl said. And bye.
Nick Sarando.
Wait,
And I'm the good guy.
So you see, we viral.
When skies are gray, you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take
I just realized that
my sunshine away.
my life did make a difference.
Thank you.